wake up, this is what you gotta do. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. Every day I'm here to motivate, lead the way in the AM. I don't want you to hear these words, I need you to feel what I'm saying. Oh, you gotta crush the day before it crushes you. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. In the building, Drewbie Wilson, motivation's coming, I can feel it. First thing that you need to do is crush the day before it crushes you.
Financial investments take time to grow. The same thing can be said about the investments you're making in yourself. Trust the process. I think this is one of the biggest misconceptions that comes along with personal development is that, you can go and you can take the course, you can educate yourself, you can start working out, you can start eating better, you can start making more calls when you're at the office, you can start doing a lot of things. Right? You can make these small investments into this better version of yourself, but understand it's going to take time for the growth to really occur, right? If you've ever gone down this path, right? And I'm sure you have because you're listening to this podcast, but let's say you're starting to go to the gym, you're working out more, you're starting to eat healthy. Yeah, you're going to get some immediate results, right? There's always that extra salt and water weight that kind of falls off in that first couple of weeks. But then it plateaus. Just like a lot of your investments, right? Maybe you get a little tip or an idea to like, hey, I'm going to go invest in this stock. And you put $1,000 in it and it goes up to like $2,000 in the first 2 weeks. And you're like, hell yeah, you're psyched, right? But then you're like, I want to hold this long term. I want to be able to make even more money on this. And so you let it sit there and you let it do what it does. And then maybe it drops down back to that $1,000. Maybe it goes up to $1,500, drops to $700, right? You start watching it kind of go through this process. But over time, if it's a quality investment, it will start to grow, right? 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years. It takes time for those small investments to become the big reward on the other side. It's the same thing that happens when you start going to the gym. Yeah, you see some immediate change, but if you really want to create lasting change, right, the true growth, then you have to trust the process and keep showing up, even when you don't notice those exponential gains, right? It's the same thing in your business. You can start making more phone calls today, but it's still going to take time for the buying cycle to process, right? They're not going to just pick up the phone and start throwing their credit cards at you. You have to build relationships. You have to create that trust factor that's going to allow someone to do business with you. So whatever investments you're making in yourself right now, whatever you're doing to become that better version of yourself, keep doing it. Trust the process, because over time, what you're going to create and the person you're going to become is unlike anything you could ever imagine. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to go back and check out all the previous episodes. Make sure you subscribe and share this podcast with other like-minded, success-driven individuals who want to crush it. Check the show notes and grab your Crushing the Day swag over at crushingtheday.com. And remember, crush the day before it crushes you.
You gotta crush the day before it crushes you.